Hey Tripsters! Congratulations on booking your Walt Disney World vacation. Are you excited? Maybe you're a little bit overwhelmed, and that's why you're watching this video. A trip to Disney World, especially if it's your first trip or you haven't been in several years, can be a little bit overwhelming, which is why we put this great video together for you. Where do you start? My first recommendation is absolutely download the My Disney Experience app, available at any app store for free. It looks like this. Basically, you put it on your phone and it has a whole wealth of information. You can search the park maps, you can search wait times, you can load up your tickets on there and keep your Fast Pass Plus selections organized, all your dining reservations, anything that you would want to know Disney-wise, you're going to organize in that app. So that's your first step. Get in there and get yourself familiarized with the app. Also, the next thing you want to do is decide on your itinerary, which the app will help you do. Now, my suggestion is anytime you're going to Disney World, particularly if you're staying on property, you want to take advantage of the magical hours, which are available only if you're staying on property. So during the magic hours, you get to either enter the park ahead of time or you get to stay late in the park. So the way that I always build my itinerary and recommend that my clients do is pull up the park hours for the time that you're going to be there. For example, if Magic Kingdom on your first day is offering magic hours in the morning, make that your home park for the day. Know that you're going to go ahead and probably take advantage of those magic hours, enjoy the park, and then you'll know where to make your dining reservations later when we get into more complex areas of building your itinerary. So that's where to start. Particularly if you're going during a high season, spring break, Thanksgiving, Christmas, you must take advantage of the magic hours. The parks get very, very busy, and on some days, I have been there at Christmas time where they actually shut Magic Kingdom down because they are at occupancy. Now, that doesn't happen a lot, but in terms of your planning and for the comfort and relaxation of the trip, you want to make sure you're taking advantage of those magic hours because there's less people, it's less crowded. A lot of times you just walk right on the rides or it's less than a 10-minute wait. So you definitely want to get as many rides done in those magical hours that you can to just get everything that you want to get done. The other suggestion I have for you, particularly if you have young kids, is go to the park in the morning, do whatever park has the magic hours, take a break in the afternoon, and go back to the park at night. The heaviest time in the parks is generally that late afternoon time frame, so skip it all together. It's too crowded. That's when the kids are going to have their meltdown. Go back, relax, catch a nap, or go swimming at the pool. And then if you have the hopper, you can go to a different park at night. If you're doing the one park a day pass, then you can go back to the same park, and it is like a whole nother experience because Disney at night really is, it just feels so different and it feels so magical, particularly in Epcot and Magic Kingdom. And now even with Animal Kingdom, with the introduction of Pandora, they have all the luminescent things in Pandora World. So that's my best tip for families. Our kids are older now and we still follow that process. We get way more done. We don't get as exhausted. It is a lot of walking, but it's just at a more relaxed pace and we get a lot done. So that's my tip for you today on that piece. So once you have the park selected, there's a couple of dates to be aware of. You need to know when it's 180 days before your trip, because that's when you can make your dining reservations, and 60 days before your trip, you can do your fast passes. So first with the dining, once your reservation is built, you've booked that with us, you can go ahead and go on the My Disney Experience app. You can load your credit card on. You do have to hold your reservations now with Disney with a credit card. You put it on your app and you can make all your reservations. If you want to change it, just remember you have to, with a minimum of 1 day, 24 hours notice, you have to cancel, otherwise they will bill you a booking fee for that dining reservation. But for whether you're going during busy season or non-busy season, if there's certain dining experiences you want to get into, you need to book those well in advance. The castle, for example, Cinderella's Castle, needs to be booked on exactly that 180-day window. You need to be on the phone when the call center opens for Disney at something like, if you're in Central Time Zone, you're getting up at something like 6 a.m. to make that reservation, or to do it on the My Disney Experience app, because those will not be available if you try to make them later or last minute. The other thing with dining is if you have one that you want to try to get into, don't be discouraged if it's not there exactly during the time you want it, just keep watching it, because people cancel and change their plans all the time. So just keep watching it and keep going back. Sometimes the week of, I've even gotten into good experiences when we booked last minute trips, because people just book, they cancel it the day before, they change their plans. So that's my tip for dining. Again, you can make those reservations now if you have your booking made through us already. With the fast passes, you need to make sure your final payment is paid at least 62 to 63 days in advance of your trip, so you can get your ticket numbers, your Park Pass ticket numbers. Once I give you the Park Pass ticket numbers, I send that to you in your paperwork. You can link your tickets in your My Disney Express, and it will allow you to make your Fast Pass selections. Very similar to the dining, except for with Fast Passes, you can only do it at that 60-day mark plus your reservation time. So, and Fast Passes, again, if you're going Thanksgiving, spring break, Christmas, you need to select those at that 60-day period if you want to get into the best experiences or the best rides. We have a separate video on recommendations for rides based on your kids' ages, so definitely check that out later. But in terms of knowing the timeline, please plan accordingly in order to do that, so you're not disappointed and can get all the Fast Pass selections that you want. Those can be organized in the My Disney Experience, and I'm going to give you another great tip on that Fast Pass video of how you can actually get more than 3 Fast Passes in a day, so definitely check out that other video. So you've built your general itinerary based on what? On when and who has magic hours. You've picked the parks that you're going to go to on the days. You can load those itineraries in the My Disney Experience. You can go on My Disney Experience and you can read about all the different dining. You can make your dining selections. If you're at the 60-day mark or under, get those Fast Passes made. That's the next step you want to follow. The other thing you want to make sure you want to do at least about 60 days in advance is on the My Disney Experience, you can actually customize your magic bands. So Disney has these great magic bands. If you're not familiar with them, magic bands get you into your room. They get you into the park. You can buy any of your souvenirs if you link a credit card to it. Everything is on this magic band. So you literally can walk around Walt Disney World without even having a credit card. I just go with my phone and my magic band, and that's really all that you need. But you can select, if you don't select the colors, they just send whatever colors, and you don't want your kids to be disappointed, of course. So go on and pick the colors, have the kids pick what color they want. The other neat thing is they will actually put your name right on the back of your magic band. That way, if you have 2 daughters who both love pink, they don't have to pick a different color. Their names are going to be on the back of their band, which is great. If your kids are old enough, you can add charging privileges. If they're not, you can make sure that the charging privileges are not on there when you check into the hotel. So those are extra features as well. So make sure to do that. Last but not least, after the magic bands, is I get a lot of questions about Disney's Magical Express. Magical Express is the free transfer service, so if you're flying into Orlando, they will actually send your luggage to the hotel directly. And the husbands always love this. I love this too, because I have a lot of luggage being in travel. But they're actually going to send these great little bands. You can see here, this family was going to, where were they going? They were going to the All-Star Music in this example. So this is actually the luggage ticket tags that you put on your suitcase, and when you check them in at the airport, your luggage goes straight to the hotel. You do not have to stop at baggage claim when you get to Orlando. You literally walk off the plane, get the kids a snack or whatever they need, and walk right to the Magical Express transfer service. You will scan your magic band. You can put them on as soon as you get to the airport. Scan that magic band, and they will tell you which Magical Express bus to get on, and that will take you directly to your hotel. Once at the hotel, it takes about an hour and a half after you get there, in my experience, and then the bags just magically show up in your room. It's the greatest process and just makes for a great stress-free vacation, so that's wonderful. So this is the basic Disney World orientation. These are the things you definitely want to plan for your family to build your itinerary and to do ahead of time. If you want to drill down a little more on the fast passes and which ones might be right for your family, or on dining and which experiences might be right for your family, we have separate videos on each of those, so definitely check those out. If this video was helpful, please comment, like, and subscribe. And no matter what, my last tip for you guys, no matter how beautiful your itinerary is, remember you're on vacation. Don't stress out. Remember to stay flexible. It's Disney. It's supposed to be fun. Build magical memories and have a great time. You guys take care. Bye, Tripsters.